Hi friends, how are you guys doing? Hello. If you're new here, my name is Mia. Welcome to my channel. I hope you consider subscribing. There is a subscribe button right down there. Next to it, you will find a bell. And if you ding that bell and choose all, you will be notified whenever I put up a new video. And if you're back, hi friends. I'm so happy to see you. I hope all of you know how much I appreciate each and every one of you, showing up at my channel, watching my videos, coming to my lives. And all of you, whether you're newer or a returning viewer, please hit the like button. It makes me happy to no end, and apparently it helps with all those YouTube algorithms. I have no idea how they work, but people say they do. Okay, so that's that out of the way. So today we are doing a Wip Chat. And in case you don't know what a Wip Chat is, WIP, W-I-P, stands for Work in Progress. Mine is a diamond painting. Yours can be a diamond painting. You can knit, you can crochet, you can cross stitch, you can needlepoint. Sorry. You can take a walk, you can do grocery shopping, or you can sit on your couch, treat this as a podcast, and listening to me rambling on and chat. Well, that means I'm going to chat your ears off for a while, okay? Okay. So, like I said, diamond painting, this is my whip today. I also have a knitting whip, but we're getting to that. So my whip today is this, A Question of Reality by Christopher Lavelle. I started this on the 25th of June. Hopefully I'll have it done by the 25th of August. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Let me see if I can remove the glare. And as you can see, I have that flag down here. So that is here, or right around here. So we're getting there. Just have this little teeny tiny row left, and then over here. So the diamond shape is square. The size is a 90 by 70 by 99 centimeters. So it is a rather big one. Yeah, I love this one. It's amazing to do. And what am I using? Well, I have my trusted Bella Nicole tray. I have to find something else to use because I've been using this forever. But Bella Nicole, this is a mini tray. I love these because they fit in my hand. I love them. Okay. I have my little trash minder from Angie's Sparkle Addiction Art. It comes with a trinket tray, which is up there. And I also got this bigger trash minder. Like you can see, this is pretty full. And this has a lot of trash. The grit on this diamond painting is snug, so I can't have any taps on the drills because otherwise I cannot fit them. Okay, so I have my trusted pens. This one is from Leopard Leatherworks. I love it. This was a gift from Diamonds and Doxies, Leanne. I love it. And, I have a single placer from Diamond Art Club. In it, I have a glue dot. The other end, from Diamond Art Club. The other end is a multi-placer from Diamond Art Club. It is a 6-placer, and in it, I have my own homemade scented putty. Then we have this one from Project Handmade. And this one also have a single placer from Diamond Art Club with a glue dot. And this is also a 6-placer, and it also has my own homemade putty in it. And the putty, is this cola or Coca-Cola, depending where you live. I make it myself, and it smells amazing. I do have my tweezers, one from Diamond Art Club, the other one is from AliExpress. And I want to show you something. I know that these pink tweezers are very sought after. There's a reason why they stopped producing them. You see that? Yeah. The paint on it is chipping. And you can basically see where I'm holding, right? I mean, yeah. But it is a great tweezer. I love it. I use it every time. And then the last thing is my containers for my diamonds, my drills. I use these Elizabeth Wharton knockoffs. I use the small and the extra small. These are the only two sizes that I use. I mean, in this one, it's a small. I can fit an entire big bag of drills in this. And I mean, this is one of the, hang on, there you go. One of the Diamond Art Club big bags. This is 310. I can fit that into this big one, this small one. So, I mean, I know it looks like you can't, but this one will fit in there. So, yeah. Okie dokie. Let's pour some drills. This first one is a fairy dust. The C means it's a fairy dust, and this is 3747. It's a beautiful light bluish color. What is wrong with my lighting here? Something's up. Hang on. Oh gosh. I got a new light above my table, and it's more yellow than anything right now. So I'm gonna have to illumination. Oh, so much better. Yeah, that is so much better. Is that too much? No, I think that's good. I'm sorry. I forgot to put it back after my live this Sunday. I changed the light because it made me look weird on screen. So yeah. But how are you guys doing? Let me know down in the comment field. How are you doing? What are you working on? And how has your week been since my last Wip Chat? And how, not how, what plans do you have for the rest of the week? I would love to know, are you planning on joining me on my live this Sunday? I would love if you would stop by. I mean, I get it. Not everybody is in the time zone where they're able to. But I mean, if you live in the Pacific time zone, it is at 10 a.m. I mean, aren't most people at around 10 a.m.? I don't know. I mean, see, here's it. I'm bad. But usually, I am up by 10:20 because my husband works nights, evenings, nights. So I'm up by 10:30. No later. But yeah, I hope you will be able to join me. It is usually a lot of fun, and we aren't that many, so everybody has a say in what we're in what we're talking about. And yes, I still have that weird thing in my throat. By now, I'm pretty sure it's a constant. It ain't going anywhere. It's okay. It's okay. I bought a tea today that I kind of hope might help just a little, but I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, let me know all the things down in the comment field. Hang on. Don't do that. Okay. Just don't then. I'm one of those weird people that talks to stuff. When I'm knitting, I talk to my yarn, to my needles if they don't do what I want them to. And yeah, I'm weird. I know it, but I'm proud of it. Okay? Okay? But I am weird. I know. But I can't help it. Weird is good, right? I mean, I think weird is good anyway. Who wanna be boring and ordinary? And I don't know. I don't think I'd ever be able to be ordinary. I mean, that's just not. I don't know what happened here. It is not in my DNA to be ordinary. And I mean, why would I be? It's so much fun to be different, to be you, right? I mean, I am never, ever going to be what everybody else wants me to be. I might be lucky that I am what somebody wants me to be, but I'm not changing. Not anymore. I am a firm believer of people should be who they are, and it's been taking me quite a while to learn that one, to stick up for myself. That's been taking a while. How many do we have? 7. See, it's so funny with these 6 places from Diamond Art Club. If you're doing squares, you can pick up 7. Doesn't make any sense, but you can. The first time somebody told me that, I was like, wait, so you're telling me that if you place this thing right, you will have a little sticking out at either end, and that way you can pick up 7? No, 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 no. You can fit 7 drills here. Can't really see it, can you? I have 7 bumps in this one. You know what? Every time I see this little birthmark, I think that it's a speck of dust, so I'm keep doing like this, but it ain't going anywhere. So I'm like, wait, do you think one day I might remember that it's a birthmark? I highly doubt it. I mean, it is me, you know. And I'm a spicy disaster. You're not allowed to say you're a hot mess. I'm a spicy disaster. So if anybody around you say, or you say that you are a hot mess, just tell yourself or tell them, you're like, no, you're not a hot mess. You're a spicy disaster. That sounds so much better, right? We have a lot of 4s down here. I'm waiting to see when I might need to do some refilling of the wax. I'm a hot presser, sadly. I'm trying to learn to press lighter, but it ain't easy, let me tell you. I mean, I've been diamond painting. How long have I been diamond painting? For a little more than 3 years. And all those bad habits that I learned from the very beginning, those are hard to get rid of again. And apparently, I learned that pressing hard is the way to go. Which isn't true, by the way. Do we have any more? No, that's good. That's good, 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 good. Okay, so I did an extra Wip Chat this Saturday, I think. Don't know if you've seen it, but yeah, it was basically about, you know, what happened last week and stuff like that. That we went to this Cold War museum, and that I was at the University Hospital in Odense to pick up the things that I need for my second sleep study, pain sleep study. And that we Saturday met up with my brother and Rosa, had ice cream. Who doesn't like ice cream, right? I love ice cream. I mean, say the word ice cream and I am ready to rumble. And chocolate and ice cream. Yeah, I love chocolate and ice cream. I discovered the chocolate called Tony's. It is a Belgium-made chocolate. And every bite, every piece of chocolate has a different size. That is so cool, if you ask me. Maybe I'll show you one day. But I love that chocolate. I always get it with salted caramel because we've talked about this before. I love everything salted caramel. So that is another question. Do you say A, caramel, or B, caramel? That is a good question. Please answer that down in the description box. I don't know what makes the difference. I always say caramel. But what makes the difference whether you say one or the other? Is that a geographic thing, or is it maybe a British versus American? I don't know. Please enlighten me. Because it's kind of funny, you know, that some things are very different from Britain to the US. By the way, I love that. When I grew up in school, we learned English, which was an issue because I always watched American movies, so most of my vocabulary came from the US. Yeah, my teachers weren't always very impressed. Let's keep it at that. And I was listening to New Kids, and they were Bostonians. Yeah. So every now and then, some Bostonian would sneak in. I'm not very good at it. I know a little, but you know, listen to somebody enough, and something will rub off, right? Yeah. So my teachers would sometimes say, Mia, you have to speak like I tell you. I'm like, wait, what? Why? Why can't I just talk as I want to? Like, because this is what we teach here, and this is what we will do exams in when you're in 9th grade. By the way, I was in... When did we have English in school? Was that 4th grade? I think it was 4th grade. Today they have English in 1st grade. I'm like, I wanted to have English in 1st grade. Then today they have their second foreign language in 4th grade, which is either German or French, most places, I think. Some places don't have French, so they only have German. Yeah, so we started German in 7th grade. I mean, I love that kids today have so much longer to learn. I mean, I speak both languages more or less fluently. But I mean, I'm kind of jealous at the young people today that they have better circumstances than we had. I don't know. I don't even know if they get a third language later on in school. I don't know. I don't have kids in school, so... And Rosa is not old enough. She's in kindergarten, which isn't school Here it's basically just daycare. Do we have any more of those? No. Isn't this also a beautiful fairy dust? Purple. I love fairy dusts. So yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, school, right. Darn it. I mean, I can't help it. My memory is shady at best, horrible at worst. Do we have any of those? Nope. Nope. Do we have any downward arrows? No. Do we have any of those? We might. Yep, we do have those. What do you call this one? I mean, you could call it a sideways A, but it doesn't really look like an A, does it? No, because, I mean, this is an A, and this is kind of different. I don't know. What do you call this symbol? It could be a table, you see? But it's supposed to be like this. Tell me what you call this symbol, because I haven't found a name for it yet, other than sideways picnic table. I don't know. Where did my... There. Sometimes when I only have to place... See, we did have one down. Why didn't you tell me? We did have one downward arrow right there. So, usually when I only have to place one drill at a time, I use my tweezers. I also love using my tweezers for specialty drills like fairy dusts and ABs, especially ABs, because you have to be a little more careful with those. If you use a fresh glue dot or fresh wax putty, you can rip off that coating on top of it. You can't do that with fairy dust because that mica powder is in the drill. But yeah, I don't know why. I since I got this pair of tweezers, the placing with my tweezers has become so much easier. I can't, with these weird AliExpress tweezers, I can't place drills. I have tried like a gazillion times since I learned placing with these, but it's different. Very different, apparently. Did I forget how to do this? Let's see. Can I still do it? Hang on. I did it once. Yep. I just placed 4 drills at a time. I can place up to 4 drills with tweezers. And do we have any more of this weird symbol? Sideways picnic table. Do we have any more? Okay. So let me tell you something very exciting. Some friends of ours, David's childhood pal, they've known each other since they were, I don't know, about 10, 11, I think. I can't remember. But he and his wife just became parents this Friday. A teensy tiny little baby girl. Well, normal sized. But all babies are tiny. She's just a little baby. A little girl. So I am knitting her a little dress, and it's kind of a pun dress, you know, because the name of the dress is Bella Baby, and the name of the mom is Isabella but we call her Bella. So, I mean, Bella baby, Bella's baby. Yeah, it kind of had to happen, right? Where did I put my, oh gosh, hang on. I'm gonna find a picture of the dress. This one, and a bigger baby, of course, but that's the dress. You can also see it. This is a top, but it is mainly this pattern, and it's so pretty. And I'm making it in 3 to, what is it? What size is it? Yeah, 3 to 6 months. Just because I want to give them something that they can use, now. I can always knit something else for her when she's a little older. I'm also considering knitting her a Christmas hat, these Santa hat, isn't that what you call them? I know what they're called in Danish, but yeah, I'm considering making one of those for her. I mean, her first Christmas. It's gonna be so special for him. Yeah, I can't wait. So I'm like, I need to finish that one ASAP so that we can get out there and meet the little girl, because I want to bring it. So I was actually considering doing this Wip Chat while I was knitting. I was just afraid because I'm still working on the yoke of the dress that I would forget to speak, because I do need to concentrate a little more on that than chit-chatting with you than I do when I'm diamond painting, because of the pattern on it. But yeah, so I do need to finish up the dress, but I mean it's a baby size. It's not that big of a deal. I just need to sit down and do it. I mean, I did knit a little on it. I started it Monday, right? I just got a few rows in, and then I had my knitting club Monday evening after, being with Rosa, and everything was packed. Rosa was here while I did it, and she was like, Auntie, Auntie, Auntie. But I tried, okay, I think I have everything. My knitting friend turned 90. Well, she is turning 90 on this Friday. So she had invited us for dinner, which, oh, I'm sorry. The dinner was at 6 p.m., which is usually where Rosa is supposed to be home at 6 p.m. So I've told my brother, I'm going to bring her home a little earlier than usual, because I have this 90th birthday, and I want to, get some flowers for her or some chocolate, whatever. So, so we got there, we had dinner, and we were like, okay, going to the couches and the chairs to knit. I opened up my knitting bag, and everything is there, except for my needles and the knitting that I was supposed to do, the yarn and everything. That was laying here on the table. So the only thing that I was working on that evening was my mouth. That was the only thing that did something. I was annoyed with myself. I was like, how can I forget the one thing that is really what this evening is all about? The knitting. I mean, explain it to me, please. Okay, which one is it? Yep. I hate that even the tiniest of tabs has to be removed. It's kind of annoying. But I tried keeping some of them, like, okay, it can't be that bad. But it is. It is. I can't place them if they're, I might be able to place them, but then I'm getting to the point where I have to snap them together and there isn't enough room. And that's an issue. But yeah. So yeah, Monday evening, it was fun, but I was annoyed. And then when I came home, I was a little spent in my head. So I sat in here just reading a little, Googling, scrolling on Facebook. And then Tuesday, yesterday, I had one of my best friends over. She's a knitter as well. I had actually forgotten that she was supposed to be here yesterday. And I told her, a little guilty, that actually I didn't remember until you texted me. It was like, oh, you don't feel bad. I was sitting on Sunday or Monday thinking, wait, aren't I supposed to go to Mia's this week? So like, it's so funny. I was kind of like, okay, it's next week, isn't it? I was thinking, I knew that she was coming here while David had his vacation. I was just pretty sure that it was next week. But anyway, she was here. We knitted, drank chai latte, and chit-chatted and knitted. And yeah, she came at around, half an hour after noon, and stayed until, I don't know, 4:30 or something, 4:30 p.m. Maybe almost 5, I can't remember. I don't really keep tabs on time when she's here. We just chit-chat about everything and nothing. And yeah, we got knitting, but it's kind of like me with, with diamond painting. I knit for a while, then I keep, take a break to take care of, so that I'm not overdoing it for my back. And then I knit a little more, and it takes time. Even though if I really want to, I can do it faster. I'll just end up straining myself a little more. But if I have to finish something really fast, I can do it. I just prefer doing it, in a normal time frame for me, because it's more pleasurable, if that makes any sense. It's the same. I mean, like, I could probably finish this one faster if I was just multi-placing and multi-placing and multi-placing and don't really care about, placement and stuff like that. I could probably do it, but it would look dreadful, and I don't think I'd be very happy about it, Okay, let's see. We have, but yeah, I think when I'm done with this color, I want to show you how far I am, which isn't very far, because I haven't been able to knit today. We haven't been home. We went to Germany border shopping. We were in need of almonds and some sodas, and David needed some things he need for when he's biking. Some protein, no, not something. I don't know what it is. I think it's kind of like a milkshake thingy he takes when he's coming home, you know, to get strength back, and it's protein, and it gives his body what it needs, you know. And they had those a lot cheaper down there. I think he told me that at the factory site, which is the cheapest site here, he has to pay 260 Danish kroners, whereas down there you could get them for 200 Danish kroners. So he bought 4 of those, which, I mean, 800 Danish kroners is a bit more than $100. Maybe 810, $12. But he uses it, and I mean, that means he saved 240 Danish kroners, which is also, you know, money. So yeah, you're getting that. Then we got, yeah, a lot of sodas. We got almonds. We got some candy, but not as much as we have other times. We are trying to get better at getting less. Did I not see one of those? Or no, that's just an X, and that's an X. Yeah, I was pretty sure that I saw one of these, but no, we don't have this. Do we have this one? Yes. And the feather on an arrow is what I call it. I don't think we'll have enough. No. I always try to empty out the entire thing before I refill anything. I mean, it might be stupid, but that is how my brain works the best. So yeah, we drove, I don't know, 9 something this morning, and we were home at around 5, I think. So it's kind of a long day, but I mean, we drove down to where we bought the powder thingy and the almonds and the sodas. We got those from one place. And then we always drive to, I mean, this first place is called Flickr, and I have no idea if it means something. I don't know. But that's usually the first place we go. Then when we're done there, we go to this place called Færdepark, which is kind of like a shopping mall where, you know, there's a bunch of different shops. There is your you know, where you get your groceries, and oh, they also have other things than just the groceries. You know, they have electronics and clothes and stuff like that. But it's a great shop, and I love it. And then they have this little drugstore, really. We get some stuff at that place too. And then we got to that place first. Oh, and I'm gonna put in some pictures. They had this as an exhibition down there where this person or persons that work with steel showed some of their pieces in that mall, and they were so cool. I took pictures of all of them, and let me tell you, there was a lot. There is a lot, but I'm gonna just show you some of them. right around here. But yeah, that was so cool. So when we were done at that drugstore and had, taken it out to the car, we had lunch at this place called Dunavac, which is, you could get tuna, you can get rolls, but you can get vegetarian, which I love it. It was the ones that we always get is with falafels, and I love those. I mean, the horrible thing is I could eat there every day, and I don't think I'd ever tire of it. And as something new, you could get sweet potato fries. And I love my sweet potato fries. And these were so good. They were a lot of places where you can get sweet potato fries. They're sliced really, really thin. And because they're really thin, it's easy to over fry them. So you more or less get these little all crispy fries or something. But these, they were cut thicker and they weren't over fried. So they were a little mushy on the inside, nice and crispy on the outside. They were just perfect. And then that big, it's more like a sandwich with, a lot of, they use a lot of kale and stuff instead of just regular salad, because that is so much healthier than, ordinary salad. They have onions, and I love it. I don't get the cheese that you can get in it. You guys know that I don't eat cheese. But yeah, and then you got a soda with it. So part of it, it's kind of like a menu. So you get that sandwich, you get the fries, you get a soda. I get the Sprite because they're Coca-Cola. It's a Coca-Cola company. They usually over here they have either Pepsi or Coca-Cola. And since I don't like Coca-Cola, I have to find something else, So I usually take a Fanta or a Sprite. And they sadly didn't have any zeros. So I got a regular one, which isn't bad. I just try to avoid, a lot of sugar if I can. I don't know, sometimes sugar is better than the diet one. I'm having to refill a little. I can feel it when the pen starting to have issues grabbing the drills, that I have to refill just a little. And I usually save the part that I remove because, it's still usable. So yeah. So we had that for lunch, and then we went into the shop, the grocery store. It's called Kaufland, which is translated something like buy place, buy country. You can basically get everything in there. So we went in there. I got some coffee because I found out that the coffee we had prior, when we had our birthday, it was fine. I felt like I could taste it wasn't fresh enough, I don't know if you can taste that or if it's just me being weird. Probably is. So I was like, okay, I need to throw that coffee out and then get some new coffee instead. So I got that. And a lot of these things are cheaper down there than they are here. So yeah, I've got some coffee, and then we got a bunch of candies. We usually buy most of our candy when we're in Germany, just because it's so much cheaper down there. And I'm like, it's so lucky that we aren't down there very often. Come on! You can pick up 4. Sometimes it depends on the drills whether or not you can pick up 4. I don't know. Come on. There you go. Thank you. But yeah, so we were down there. We got some other things. Everything is going so well today, huh? Got some bread that I like. We got some, I don't know if you have this kind of a water purifying tumbler thingy where you put in this. It's kind of like a filter that you put in that pitcher. A pitcher, that's the name I was looking for. It's called Brita. And we have both the regular pitcher, but we also have this big, kind of like a water, these big water thingies. You also have these, big, but ours isn't as big as the ones that you find in offices and stuff like that. It contains 8 liters, about 8 liters. I mean, that way it's easier to use a lot of water. For instance, when we cook in the morning, we need water to boil our eggs. And we usually pre-boil it in our kettle, so that it's easy to just, put in, and then, the eggs boil faster. In the pot. You know what? Words today, I'm telling you, words are hard. I don't know why, but yeah. So we got some of those. That is a new thing. We got something with extra, that remove extra calcium in the water, which is cool because our water here is so hard, so we need all the extra help we can get. So hopefully that'll help. I bought some of the regular ones as well, just, in case. And they were only 10 euros, which is about, I don't know, how much is that? $9 or something? I don't know. But yeah. So we got a bunch of those, and we got something to drink, and David got some Nutella. That was very cheap there. I got some Kinder chocolate for Rosa because we're starting gymnastics in 14 days, and we have that deal, she and I, that she gets a Kinder chocolate when she's done with her gymnastics. So that's her price, or whatever you want to call it. She gets a Kinder chocolate. These it's not one of the surprise eggs. It's more like a little, I don't know. She's only getting a little bit. I mean, she's going home to have dinner, So it's just a little. But she loves it. And it's our thing. Her dad knows. So he knows that, but, she also knows that the second she comes home and say, I'm not hungry, I'm gonna stop the chocolate. I mean, she doesn't get a lot of it anyway, but she isn't supposed to be saying, I don't want to eat because something, I don't know what, because then it's better that she doesn't get the chocolate and then can eat some dinner. I mean, the amount of chocolate isn't ever going to be the issue that she won't eat if it is, but, I'm trying to, I'm not telling her, do this and do that, or she's not my kid to raise, but, she knows that there's rules out here and they have to be followed, and as that smart kid she is, she knows that there is stuff she can do here that she can't do at home, and there might be stuff she can do at home that she can absolutely not do here, That's just how the cookie crumbles. There's so little. I mean, how many dwells? 1, 2, 3. 3 dwells short of being able to do this square without putting in new dwells. Really? Only 3? No, 5. That's silly. That is silly. Where is my scissors? Let's see. Can you see over here? Yes. See, this is a big bag of 33.71. Open it up. This is a small Elizabeth Ward, not the extra small, but the small. And I'm gonna pour. Oh, a little bit of static there. See? And I can close it. So yeah. I am gonna need a few more drills. I know that. I just wanted to show you that I can close it. And then we can use these two. And there you go. What else did we get down there? We got some, we always get something to, something to drink for the way, for the trip home. And I think I have been really thirsty today. I've forgotten to bring my water bottle. I usually do that. So I was thirsty when we came to eating lunch. And David was kind of surprised because I got a half a liter of water, and then I got that soda. And David was basically looking at me because that bottle of water disappeared like in seconds. And usually I have a more than hard time drinking just a soda when we're eating. I don't know why. I can't drink very much while I'm eating. I never have been able to do that. Usually when we're eating out, I always get the smallest soda because there might be a chance I can drink that, which is weird, right? Hang on. Yep. You see that tap? There, you see the tap. I don't know. I mean, when are you supposed to tell Diamond Art Club that there is a a lot of trashy drills. This is a restock kit. It isn't the first edition, because I know Anthony is doing this one, and he got it back when it was first released. And he tells me that he doesn't have a lot of issues with trashy drills. So I'm like, well, I do. So I don't know. I mean, when are you going to tell them? Because I still think that this is a lot of trashy drills. I mean, I know this doesn't look like a lot, but I have seen people having about this amount of trash in an entire kit. And I have this much. I mean, this isn't a small container, okay? Let's see. I mean, this is how big the container is. It is a big container. So I'm like, when are you supposed to tell? Or do you tell? What do you do? I don't know. I mean, what would you do? I mean, it isn't a complaint in any way. I'm pretty sure that I'll have more than enough drills. And if not, I'm just going to contact them and tell them, you know what, I'm missing a few 996 or 310 or whatever, you know. I'm just going to send them a message and they'll fix it. I know that. But, I mean, are they to contact their factory and say, hey, could you please run a thorough check? Or should I have been doing this one right away? And then I tell them, I don't know. It is one of those cases where I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah. I was supposed to have been to a board meeting at the Homeowners Association this evening, but it was canceled. So I got to stay home and watch some TV with David. He's watching Chicago-Fire. And I was sitting there watching it with him a little bit, you know. And I think he's gaming now. When I left, when I walked in here, so I think he decided to go to his computer as well. So yeah, but we watched some Chicago-Fire. He is in season 7. And what will that be now? Episode 18, 19, maybe? How many episodes did we watch? I don't know. We watched 3, maybe? Did you just see that? We have 2, 3 of these. Why is it that you always miss some of those darn symbols? I'm particularly good at it. I don't know why. I wonder if I'm in need of changing my glue that soon. No. I was like, it doesn't pop as much as usual. I love the popping sound. I live for the popping sound. So I'm like, whenever I feel cheated out of it, I'm like, oh, am I supposed to change my glue dot now? Even if it isn't very used, should I just, you know? I usually do when my glue dots get less sticky. I use that pen for ABs, you know? So it doesn't rip off the coating. Which is why that right now this project handmade is the AB pen. since it isn't very sticky anymore. What happened to right there? How do you do it? Do you have oh god, I'm sorry, I just yawned inside. Do you have a well, no, do you use more than one pen when you diamond paint? And do you have a pen that you use for ABs? Or maybe you have a system like me where you use your quote-unquote oat glue dot when it isn't as sticky anymore for ABs. Just found one more of those. Pesky 2 dotties. This one. The eyes, I don't know what you call them. I don't have names for all of these symbols, which is why I would, ask people, what do you call this symbol? Because I don't know. I don't know. And I have to be careful because my mind will just conjure up improper things in my head, Like, yeah, not a good idea. For instance, this symbol, some people call it a cigar. Yeah, until I learned that one, I called it something else. I'm just telling you. I'm not going to say what I called it, but I think, the adults in this room might be able to guess it. I'm just, that tells you how my mind goes to the gutter every time it has a chance. So yeah, that's me. My mind is, it goes straight to the gutter. I had a star. Why didn't I see the star when I was looking for it? Oh, lordy, lordy. But yeah, the board meeting was canceled, so I got to stay home. And I was kind of like, I want to do a little Wip Chat because I haven't done any videos this week because I haven't had any time. I wanted to do an unboxing Monday, but I had things to do before Rosa got here, and then I wasn't home all night. So yeah, and then yesterday my friend was here all day, so I didn't get to do any videos then. Because I was tired when she left. I was just so tired. Spent maybe is the better word. Socially spent. My mind was fried. I use a lot of energy being social. Even though I love it, I'm a very sociable person, but I'm also introverted, which makes no sense at all for some people. I mean, how can I be sociable and still be introverted? I need time to regenerate after being sociable. Even today, where we've been out and about, being around a lot of people, and I do tell you, a lot of people. So I'm just gonna need some time. I'm sorry, and I am gonna yawn a whole lot. That just comes with the territory when I'm spent like that. But I got to speak some German today, and I got to shop in. Isn't it funny? Usually I hate shopping. I am not a shopper. I'm like in and out, I know my way around and I know where what is. So it's in, get the things that I need, and get out. If I have to, we're getting guests, or I'm buying something that I don't usually buy, which means that I have to go look for it a little bit. and I have to stay there longer than usual. I mean, and I can't just go grab it and then skedaddle. I hate that. But sent me to Germany, put me into that Kaufland thingy and into the drugstore, and I can spend like 5 hours just browsing, walking around, like, oh, what is this? And they didn't have this the last time you were here. And oh, look at this. This is on sale. And I don't understand my brain. What's the difference? Why is it that down there I can shop for a lifetime? I mean, I can just walk around, enjoy myself, and I don't get it. I do not get it. What's the difference? I don't know. It's weird. I'm weird. But yeah, what else is new? So yeah. I don't know. So tomorrow. Oh, did I tell you that we have a water leak? Or was that just in the live Sunday? So yeah, we have a leak, most likely in our heating system, in one of the heating pipes. So we contacted our insurance company, and they first had someone call us that was, if you have weather-dependent issues, which, I mean, he asked a bunch of questions, but we already knew that this isn't water-dependent because we don't have issues with overflowing water and stuff like that. We don't get flooding because we live rather high. But yeah, he called and he said, yeah, I'm going to send you back because this isn't my department. And we was like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. But then David, was looking around, poking around with our water heater, and he was removing some of the insulation, and that was all wet. So he got under the isolation, and he found some of this piping that was leaking, apparently. Or at least it was very wet around it. He doesn't really know if it's that one leaking or if it's just water from somewhere else that it's leaking. But anyway, he sent the pictures to the insurance company, and then yesterday they wrote that they have this company that they would contact so they could come out with this thing that could look, I don't know, it can look and find, a broken things, pipes and stuff. I don't get it. But anyway, so that dude called today just before we left, and he was kind of like, oh, I can be there today. And we were like, well, we're leaving. So he's coming tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m. Again, early. Ugh. I don't get people and getting up that early. But anyway, I'm up at 8. Have I told you I'm looking forward to this vacation being over so I can go back to getting up at 10? I am not a happy camper getting up that early. And I have the hardest time getting to bed at a reasonable time. I just want to sit in here in diamond paint and listening to videos, stuff like that. I'm not ready. And my inner clock is like, no. Midnight is way too early. And even though, David is like, yeah, we need to go to bed at around midnight. And for some reason, we're going to bed at closer to 1 a.m. than midnight, So it's like, yeah, look, you can't do it either, dude. I'm like, it isn't just me. But yeah, so he's coming tomorrow, so please send out some prayers or cross your fingers that See, this is gonna sound weird, but please pray or cross your fingers that he will actually find something, because otherwise we have to pay everything ourselves, and that is gonna be expensive. So please cross your fingers that he actually finds something so that the insurance company will cover it, because if not, that is gonna be crazy expensive, and that means we're gonna have to loan money, and I don't want to do that. I hate loaning money. I really do. Even though our bank is like, yeah, we could basically walk into our bank and tell them, oh, we need that much money, and we, more or less get it, because we don't have issues with, not paying, and we don't spend more money than we have, stuff like that. We don't have credit cards where you can have debits and stuff like that, We don't have to pay out credit cards. I mean, if I want to buy something for $100, I have $100 on my account, I don't buy something that I can't afford, no matter what. That's the same with my diamond paintings. I only buy diamond paintings if I actually have that money on my account. It's that easy. And I know for others it may sound, that I'm better than others, but which I'm not. It's just how I function. And David's the same. We both made mistakes when we were younger, spending money we didn't have. So we ended with debt and stuff like that. Not for me anyway, not a huge debt, but enough that I'm like, I don't want to be in debt again. Especially not for, back then it was, going out and getting dresses, clothes, shoes, those silly things you do in your early 20s. Well, at least I did those in my early 20s. If I had only borrowed money to take my driver's license, or, a down payment for an apartment and stuff like that. But no, most of those went out the window for nothing good. And I know I can't remember what David's deal was. It was before I met him anyway. No, I think I might have met him, but we were not very close in the beginning. We did get close, after about a year. Not even a year. I can't remember. But it might have been, in the beginning of our, where we knew each other, that he got into some troubles. So we're both, we don't spend money we don't have. And we're not all the same. I know that very, very well. It's just how we function. So I would hate having the insurance company not cover this one, because that would mean borrowing money. We might be able to borrow in the house, but we'll see. I'm just praying that the insurance company is going to cover this, because I have a bad feeling. But yeah, so they're coming tomorrow, and I don't know, do we have any other plans? Saturday we're going for a kind of a birthday dinner. David's brother, he who must not be named, invited us to a restaurant in Odense. He also invited the uncle and his girlfriend, but they can't. So they also invited their the dad's sister, and she's actually coming. Usually she's not very sociable. She isn't showing up very often for family stuff. Yeah, which is fine. I mean, she has some beef with one of her brothers that's still alive. Well, her only brother that is still alive. And you know what? That is okay. But, I mean, I'm happy that she's coming. So it'll be me, David, their sister, the aunt, and then David's brother. Yeah. And we're going to this Italian restaurant. I have to go see if I can find the website to take a look at what they have, and then look if there is anything. There is a cavity in this one. Oh, there you are. You see, there's a hole. A cavity. But we'll see. I mean, is it bad that I'm like, okay, please don't be late. I want to go home. I want to diamond paint. I want to knit on that little dress. I want to do crafting. Then we have it again. The introverted part of me. I wanna be, you know, at home where all my stuff is. Why would I want to leave my house? All my stuff is here. You know, that is such a good saying. That is, you know, one of those sayings that's really speaking to me. Why would I want to leave my house? All my stuff is here. And it is. All my stuff is here. My diamond painting, my knitting, all my yarn, my knitting stuff. Oh, and I have to get all that knitting needle mess under control. Well, when I was looking for needles to start the project with that little dress, I was like, why can't I find my 3.0 and 3.5 millimeters needles? Because I know that I have about a gazillion of them. That is the sizes that I use the most. So those are the ones that I have bought the most of. And I couldn't find any of them. Yeah, I find the 3.0. I found a set of those. And I was like, hey, that's fine. But what about the other ones? So I started looking in all my project bags. And I did find some. And I did find the 3.5 one. But I know that when I cleaned up in here, I found a bunch and I put them in a project bag, you know, I'll deal with this when I'm done with the cleaning thingy, which, by the way, I'm not done. But it is better than before. I just need to finish it, which I'm not very motivated. I am not motivated by cleaning. The only place where cleaning comes before crafting is in the dictionary. I mean, right. So I'm not a big... See, I even forgot those. Anywho, let's do this in a second. So, yeah, why would I want to spend time cleaning in here when I can just do my crafting? There is a hair on my canvas. There was a hair. There was a hair. Now there isn't a hair anymore. I don't know. I think that might have been a cat hair. I try to use a lint roller when I go in here to get rid of as many as possible of the cat hair, just because I'm not really a big fan of getting those all over my canvas. I know that it is difficult to avoid it when we have cats, and I mean, a few of them, fine, but I know how many cat hairs that I can have on me if one of the kitties have cuddled just before I'm walking in here, you know? So I'm like, yeah, I've got to use that lint roller. And yeah, so and if I see them, the cat hairs on the canvas, I will remove them. I'm just telling you, I will remove them if I see them. What's going on here? There you go. So yeah, stop it. Thank you. Now that is a perfect lineup. But yeah, and I don't think we have any other plans this week. I don't think so. We might get some. You never know. You never know. I hope the weather gets better again. It's been raining today. When we were down at Flickr, we were at the line to pay, and we could see outside, and it was just whoosh, raining cats and dogs outside. And we were like, yeah, I'm not in a hurry to get out. I mean, it'll pass. It isn't an all day rain. It's just one of those 5 minutes there, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, one of those deals. So we were like, yeah, we're just gonna wait it out. And by the time we were done getting through the queue and paying and packing and doing all the stuff you do when you shop, it was almost over. So I stuck my head outside and I was like, you know what, I can see a lot of blue skies, blowing this way. So let's just stay here for like 5-10 minutes. Not 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And it'll, be gone. So we were there and we were just chit-chatting a little and, did I just totally miss? I did. Also because we had to do some Tetris when we got back to the car with all the sodas and stuff like that. And we had to put the stuff that we bought in there, the almonds and these milkshake thingies, into bags. We don't take the bags with us into the shop. It's just easier to to fill them when you get to the car. At least we think so. Because then you can like, okay, we can put this and this in here, and then it won't be so bad, and then it can stand here, and then you can put this in that bag, and there's room for that bag there. Yeah, we're weird. We have things, we do things our way. It's the same when we went to Kaufland. We never bring the bags inside. We have them out by the car, and then we fill them when we go to the car. I don't know, it could be a bad habit, but it's just easier, and you don't spend, because there's usually a lot of people, at least in Flickr, there's a lot of people. So you just, put stuff right in your cart, and you move out of the way. you know, so that other people don't have to wait for you to pack everything down into your bags. I mean, when we grocery shop, sure, we pack up right away because more people can be serviced at a time. And usually we don't have that much when we grocery shop here at home. So it's a bit faster. So we just pack at the car. I think other people might be stressed of the way that we do it, but it's fine. I'm a firm believer of you do you. And yeah, this works for us. But yeah, and I have my live on Sunday. It's said that I would love for you to join me. It would be fun if a little more people would be in my live, just for the heck of it, you know. It'll be kind of fun to have more people show up. I don't want, I'm not, asking for 100 of my subscribers, but maybe, 20 would be fun or something like that, That'll be fun. I don't think I've ever had more than 20, which is a long time ago by now, by the way. But it would be kind of fun. So, talk to your friends, share the news, and ask, hey, have you heard about Mia? She's maybe kind of fun, Don't you want to join in on her live this Sunday, We as viewers and subscribers or whatnot basically decide what we're talking about. So yeah, that's usually how it works. But yeah, if you have the time and the energy and whatnot, it's at 10 a.m. Pacific time and 1 p.m. Eastern time. And then I can never remember the mountain and central what comes first, and so is it central after eastern and then mountain after central? I'm never able to remember that. So usually I'm just gonna tell you the Pacific and the Eastern, and then hopefully you guys over in the Americana are able to help yourself. I don't know. I might be a horrible content creator. I don't know. I'm also behind on videos. But for some reason I don't have the same time when David is home, because I'm not in here as much. I mean, usually when he's working, I go in here when he leaves for work, which is around 4 p.m. And then I'm in here until bedtime at around 3 p.m. a.m. Sorry. So I usually have a lot of time to watch videos or listening to my audiobook or all the things that I usually do. Is this right? Yep. I don't know. I plan on watching some videos while this is downloaded to my computer, and when I'm done editing, putting in the pictures and whatnot, I am going to watch some YouTube content creators while this is uploading. You know, the video is uploading to my computer, and then it won't be very long to upload it to YouTube. It is, you know, it takes a little while because once you have to film it, then you have to I use my tablet to film, so I have to get it to my computer, and then I have to edit the video, and then when it's edited, I have to download that edited to my computer again, and then upload it. So, you know, it can take a little while. I mean, depending on how long it needs to download to my PC. I use Dropbox to move it from one computer to another. So when I'm done filming here, I'm uploading the file to Dropbox, and then when that is downloaded, it'll show up at Dropbox on my computer. And that way, it'll be on my computer and I can edit it and then put it into sort of exporting that edited version, that edited video into my computer, ready to upload, and then I upload it. And ta-da, you have a video. And I mean, ooh, I might need to end the video. I've been yabbering for an hour and a half, which is a little more than I usually do, but I have heard people say they don't mind longer videos, because when they're just diamond painting anyway, you know, time flies and you don't really notice it the same way. Plus, you don't have to change your video that often. So yeah, let me know how you like that this Wip Chat is a bit longer. If it's something that I need to be mindful of not doing, or if it's okay. So yeah, please let me know that in the comment section. And I think that I'm gonna end it here so that I can get this one downloaded and start editing it for you guys so it can go up on YouTube. But yeah, again, don't forget to hit that like button. I really appreciate it. And show up on my live if you feel like it, and watch my videos. I am trying to get to 3,000 view hours, which I'm about 900 hours away from that. So if you would watch some of my videos, maybe if you're working on a computer or stuff like that, just keep it running in the background, sounds off. That'll help a lot. Yeah. Other than that, I wish you a great day, a great week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everybody. Bye. Love you all. Bye.